Have you ever wondered if Canada is the perfect country for you to initiate a fresh beginning in your life? The notion of moving to Canada, often referred to as the Great White North, is appealing to many, but it's crucial to know that it may not be the ideal choice for everyone. To help you make an informed decision, let's examine some points. Canada, famous for its breathtaking landscapes and warm, friendly locales, also carries a reputation for its harsh winters. Its vast territory encompasses urban metropolises, picturesque small towns, and everything in between, providing a wide array of living, but it also presents unique challenges. The cost of living, particularly in major cities like Toronto and Vancouver, is significantly high. Moreover, even though Canada's universal healthcare system is highly praised globally, it does have its limitations, such as long waiting times for procedures. The process of immigrating to Canada can be long and challenging too. It involves a rigorous application process that demands careful attention to details, patience, and often a significant financial investment. It's also important to note that while Canada is renowned for its multicultural society, adapting to a new culture can be daunting and requires resilience and a willingness to embrace change. Well, before you pack your bags, let's delve into some reasons why moving to the Great White North might not be the best decision for everyone. First, let's talk about the weather. Canada, the second largest country in the world by land area, is renowned for its brutal and seemingly endless winters. In certain regions, particularly those in the north, the temperatures can plummet to -40 degrees Celsius. This extreme chill is comparable to conditions on the surface of Mars, our neighboring red planet. Imagine that. This frosty weather isn't for the faint-hearted. It residents to bundle up in layers of clothing, pitting themselves against the bitter cold. Not just that, but sheer amount of snowfall that accumulates over several months can require regular and exhaustive bouts of snow shoveling, a task that can be quite tedious and physically demanding. If you're someone who cherishes a sunny day at the beach more than the serene silence of a snowfall, or the thrill of winter sports, you'll need to mull over your decision. You may want to reconsider your move. Then, there's the cost of living. While Canada promises a high standard of living, it certainly comes with a hefty price tag attached. Particularly in the cosmopolitan urban centers like Vancouver and Toronto, the financial aspect of living is notably substantial. The cost of home ownership in these cities surpasses the $1 million mark on average, an indication of the steep real estate market. Similarly, apartments don't offer much of a financial reprieve either. The rental market in these areas is equally high, with an average monthly rent for a one-bedroom apartment in downtown Toronto soaring past the $2,000 mark. This is an expense that is exclusive of other costs, such as utilities and maintenance. Let's not forget about the high taxes, which further exacerbate the financial demands. Costs of goods and services are also substantial, reflecting the high standard of living. And that's not even considering the high taxes and cost of goods and services. Speaking of taxes, Canada has one of the highest tax rates in the world. This may come as a surprise, especially for those considering moving to the country for its scenic beauty and diverse culture. It's a stark reality that can take a moment to sink in. The fact remains the average Canadian hands over roughly a third of their hard-earned income to taxes. This substantial figure is reflective of the comprehensive facilities and public services provided by the Canadian government. However, it's significantly more than what you might accustom to, especially for those hailing from nations where the tax rates are considerably lower. This could be quite the revelation. This tax bracket could be quite a contrast, and it's important to be informed and prepared. This information isn't meant to discourage, but to make you aware of the financial landscape in Canada. That's significantly more than what you might be used to, especially if you're coming from a country with lower tax rates. Next, let's discuss healthcare. This topic often stirs up some controversy and confusion, but it's vital to understand it operates. You see, Canada is well known for its universal healthcare system. It's a system that people across the globe have come to admire. Yet it's not as free as it appears. There's a common misconception that healthcare services in Canada are entirely free, a myth that needs clarification. The reality is that Canadians fund their not through direct payments, but indirectly through their hefty tax contributions. However, despite this system that supposedly guarantees healthcare for everyone, it is not without fault. The healthcare system is burdened with its own set of problems, including long waiting periods for medical procedures. There are also persistent complaints about a shortage of medical professionals. Despite these issues, the healthcare debate continues. Ultimately, the system is strained with long wait times for procedures and a shortage of doctors. Then, there's the issue of job opportunities. Canada, recognized globally for its thriving economy, doesn't always translate into abundant jobs for new arrivals. Although the country has a healthy, growing market, it can often be a daunting task for freshly arrived immigrants to secure employment, particularly in their respective professional fields. Even though Canada prides itself on its diverse economy, the job market is highly competitive and requires specific skills that newcomers might not possess. It's not uncommon to encounter challenges in the job market as an immigrant. The unfortunate reality is that several highly educated immigrants experience underemployment. Often they are compelled to settle for positions that do not fully harness their specialized skills, knowledge, and qualifications. Many highly educated immigrants end up underemployed, working in jobs that don't fully utilize their skills and qualifications. Finally, let's not forget the cultural adjustment. Canada, as we know, is a country that celebrates its diversity, a land of varied customs, traditions, and festivals. It is a place where every culture is respected and celebrated. It's home to people from various parts of the world, each bringing their own cultural values and traditions. This multicultural aspect of Canada is one of the things that makes it unique and vibrant. That being said, adjusting to a new culture is not always an easy feat. It can be quite daunting at first, as one might feel like a fish out of water. It means understanding and adapting to different social norms, conversational styles, foods, etiquette, and more. It's a process that often involves dealing with language barriers, making new friends, learning about local customs, and finding your rhythm in the new environment. Yet, despite these challenges, the cultural adjustment can also be an enriching experience. It can offer new perspectives, broaden your horizons, and help you become a more open-minded and adaptable individual. The process of adaptation might be challenging, but it is also rewarding. It stretches your comfort zone and makes you grow as a person. So when you move to Canada, remember to embrace the beauty of diversity and keep an open mind. Because in the end, adjusting to a new culture can be challenging and may take time. In summary, Canada has many admirable qualities, but it may not suit everyone. Its winters can be severe and prolonged, which can be challenging. The cost of living is high, and the tax rates can be intimidating. The healthcare system, even though it's universal, faces issues. For new immigrants, job opportunities can be scarce, and adjusting to the culture may be difficult. Therefore, it's crucial to measure these aspects against your individual needs and situation. And who knows, perhaps another country might turn out to be your ideal match.